Hello, everyone. It's Monday Growth in the Greenhouse with me, Alaska Tracy, and Chancey, who is on a leash, and a couple hornets that, oh gosh, they just came in here as soon as I hit Facebook Live. How are you today? How's everyone doing today? And where are you joining in from? Hey, Harold. Welcome. Thanks for joining in to Growth in the Greenhouse on Monday. We call this Rudy's Bloom. That's the name of the greenhouse. And I'm gonna, if you see me, for some reason there's hornets everywhere. We've been getting rid of nests all over the place. And we have a little thing hanging over there that's supposed to trap them. They're supposed to be attracted to it and go in there and, oh, you want to be in my video? All right, Harold, I'm going to bring you into my video. Here goes. Ready, Harold? Chancey, come here. Hold on 1 second, Harold. Chancey, come. Please, you got to stay. Okay, let me click on this button and we'll see. Sit. Okay, let's see. No? Okay. I kind of thought you hit that accidentally. I have yet to click on that button and to see, to bring people into the video. So it's kind of a cool feature, huh? So welcome. And Angeline, welcome. I don't think I've ever met you face to face, but welcome. So this is Monday's Growth from the Greenhouse, where it says it's 90 degrees. I just turned off a fan and I've got a nasty hornet flying around my head. So excuse me if I get interrupted. And then once I'm through sharing what I would like to share today about growth from the greenhouse, then I'll give you a tour of everything and their progression from last week. So I wanted to talk to you today about mindset and how really our minds can change all sorts of things in our lives. They can change the way that we feel, and now my camera's going out because so I can't see. It's funny, my camera just went dark. I wonder if I'm dark on it. No, we've never met. But I know you know my whole family, and you're married to somebody I went to school with years ago. I wonder if my phone's getting too hot. It might be. Well, we'll just see. So welcome, everyone. I can't see you anymore because my screen went dark. I think because it's all 90 degrees in here. I will show you the greenhouse once I finish. I wanted to talk to you about mindset and how everything that we put into our minds really affects how we feel, how we treat others, how we act in life. And sometimes, it's so funny because I can't see anybody now. Sometimes I get really down in the dumps. Things are going on and then maybe 10 more things will happen. You know what I mean? Like something that feels almost catastrophic will happen, and then it seems like 10 more things will happen. And then all of a sudden I notice aches and pains, and then maybe I have a headache, and then I'm nasty to somebody on the phone, a customer service person. So I practice sort of changing the mindset, and I might need to take my phone out because I think it's getting too hot in here and Chancey's roasting. So we're going to walk out, and then you can see the greenhouse behind me. It's a little bit cooler out here. It says it's only 65, but it actually feels like it's about 105. So yeah, there's the greenhouse behind me. So I practice changing the way that I do and say things. Like somebody recently said to me, I didn't know you had something going on in your life. I watch you on Facebook and you always look positive. And I said, I go to people to share some really deep things that might be happening that I really don't want to share with the world, or maybe I need to work through them and then I can share them with the world. So the deep stuff, come here, Chancey, here, climb up on here. Climb. Good. The deep stuff I usually take to somebody else and run it through them as sort of a filter, because what I find is the more I focus on something, the more things become real. So we had a couple things happen this weekend with the dogs, and I'll share one of them. Chancey got bit by a Dalmatian at the dog park. See her stitches? She doesn't even know it happened. And then there were a couple other things that happened. Can you sit? Sit. Good. Down. Good. And I feel like if I were to share all those things with 20 million people, or 4,000 of you, it expands what I'm feeling. And that often escalates into more things happening. And so I practice focusing on positive, upbeat things, not all the time, right? But sometimes, I'm trying to get this. Sorry this is so wonky. I didn't know my phone was going to go out on this Facebook Live from Mondays in the Greenhouse. Hoping that you can see me. And I apologize because I can't see any of you and I can't see any of your comments because my phone is black. So what I do to practice mindset stuff is a heck of a lot of meditation and a heck of a lot of reaching out to people and asking them how they are doing and maybe how I can serve them. Maybe it's just listening to them or practicing listening to them. And often acting better than I feel helps. I used to be the type of person, sorry Chancey, I used to be the type of person that I would wake up and I would, I would stub my toe. Silly example. I would wake up, I would stub my toe, and then the rest of the day, down. Nope, down. Chancey, sit. Sorry. Chancey, sit. Down. Then the rest of the day, 10 to 20 other things would happen that would just like escalate. And I would share what was going on with people. And then I would be like, it was a shitty day. Well, duh. Rather than stubbing my toe and going, geez, maybe I shouldn't step there anymore in the morning. Maybe I should walk around that bedpost, and switching the mindset. So it's been a practice for me of a little over 22 years, a practice of, I guess, not buying into what's going on in here all the time. And ask my husband, I am so far away from perfect. He takes the brunt of most of what I share that's going on in here. So Chancey has to be on a leash for the next 10 days. And I was feeling crappy this morning. And we came down to the greenhouse to open it up. And I was focusing on how I felt. And all of a sudden, I sort of let Chancey walk me over to the gate, which she did, and then she looked at me like, can we go for a WALK? She's watching me the whole time. So we did. We went and walked about a mile, and we walked up the street, and there was Denali out, and it was just shining, and it was beautiful, and it was glorious, and I looked down at my friend here, and I said, thank you for helping me to get out of here. And then I was able to focus and get a whole bunch of work done. And here I am doing Mondays in the Greenhouse with you. So I hope this little tip helps you. Meditation works for me. Having, I call her my spiritual advisor in life. No, sit, 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 sit. Sorry, sit, down, down. That I share most things with, and then a bunch of really cool ladies, which I've got chairs all set up. We're going to have a little coffee meeting here this afternoon, and I'm really excited to have a group of women here to share this beautiful space. So let's show you the greenhouse. I still can't even see my camera. Let's see if I can see it to switch it around so that you can see the growth that's happening, and I can't. My whole screen's black. So I'm going to just walk with you. You wait. You wait. So we finished, my husband put these cool boards on the bottom of the greenhouse. And the flowers are coming up. The nasturtiums are beautiful. Got the Alaska flag in a windsock. Lots of flowers. It's so green here. We've got spinach coming up, or not spinach, squash coming up outside. Chancy to greet you. You wait. Lettuce, tons of lettuce. And tomatoes, look at all those beautiful tomatoes. Beans, I actually have snap pea pods, big snap pea pods on there now. Basil and parsley. And I shared this last week. I've been a little crazy with the peppers. I've literally taken bell peppers after I've eaten them and sprinkled the seeds. So I'm growing probably 50 to 100 bell peppers down here. We'll see what they actually do. Cucumbers, squash, which I need to turn the fan back on because it's super hot in here. And then more peppers. So how is your mindset today? I promise I'll read the comments once I get off of here and I can see my phone again. This is a funny one. Thanks for joining Monday's garden growth in the greenhouse. Please comment where you are joining in from, whether you're live or you're watching the replay. And I'm coming to you every Monday with a inspirational or business tip and tool that hopefully you can use. I have a women's community group. It's free. It's called the Women's Success Community. All women are welcome to join. It's a group on Facebook called the Women's Success Community. Just punch it in and answer those questions, and then you'll be accepted into the group. And I also have a podcast, which I talked about last week. Thank you, James, for sending me my interviewees tomorrow. Carlos and his wife are going to be amazing. So the podcast is called Alaska Tracy Podcast. You can find it on iTunes. Please, please, please hit the subscribe button and share it with your friends. I had Helen McGlynn last week, and that episode 46 is live. She gave so much free information on tips and tools for structure and growth in business and life. So please, please, please listen to that. Connect with Helen. She is just a joy of, oh my God, her story blew my mind, which every time I interview people, their stories just amaze me. She is amazing. She's a mom. She's a foster mom. She has a couple businesses. So, as you can tell, I get excited about that. Thanks again for joining. Sorry I can't see anyone. I will get back to all of your comments later on. I appreciate you joining in this Monday for Growth in the Greenhouse with me and my friend Chancy, who's very hot and very antsy. So we're going to get moving. Alrighty, bye.